Join me as I dive deep into the science behind the ADRA2A gene and see if I can figure out once and for all if it really holds the secret to my anxiety. The ADRA2A gene has been gaining attention in recent years for its potential link to anxiety, and today we're going to explore if this gene really holds the key to understanding our nervousness. From what I've learned, the ADRA2A gene is thought to play a significant role in regulating our body's response to stress, which of course is a major contributor to anxiety. Anxiety is a huge challenge that many of us face on a daily basis. In fact, it's estimated that over 40 million adults in the US alone suffer from some form of anxiety disorder, making it the most common mental health issue in the country. To put that into perspective, that's about 18% of the population, or roughly 1 in 5 people. Anxiety can be incredibly debilitating, affecting not just our mental health but also our daily lives, making it tough to focus, sleep, or even just enjoy the things we love. It can be a constant feeling of being on edge, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. And for some, it can be a constant companion, always lurking just beneath the surface. The impact of anxiety on daily life is very real, and it's not just limited to the individual. It can affect our relationships, our work, and even our physical health. Anxiety has been linked to a range of physical symptoms, including headaches, stomach problems, and even cardiovascular disease. And yet, despite its prevalence, anxiety is still often misunderstood, and those who suffer from it are often told to just calm down or get over it. But anxiety is a complex issue, and it requires a complex solution. So what can we do to tackle this issue? That's where the ADRA2A gene comes in. Research has shown that this gene plays a critical role in regulating our response to stress, which as we know is a major contributor to anxiety. So, what does the ADRA2A gene actually do? Well, it codes for a type of receptor that's involved in the regulation of neurotransmitters like epinephrine and norepinephrine. These neurotransmitters are responsible for our fight or flight response, which is triggered when we perceive a threat. When the ADRA2A gene is functioning properly, it helps to regulate this response, keeping us from getting too revved up. But when it's not functioning properly, it can lead to an overactive response, which can contribute to feelings of anxiety. Recent research has shed more light on the ADRA2A gene's role in anxiety. Studies have shown that variations in the gene are associated with increased anxiety levels, and that people with certain variants of the gene are more likely to develop anxiety disorders. This is because the gene is involved in the regulation of the body's stress response, and when it's not functioning properly, it can lead to an overactive response, which can contribute to feelings of anxiety. So what does this mean for us? Well, if we can identify variations in the ADRA2A gene that are associated with anxiety, we may be able to develop more targeted treatments for anxiety disorders. This could involve therapies that focus on regulating the body's stress response, rather than just masking the symptoms of anxiety. And that's exactly what researchers are starting to explore. The key insight here is that variations in the ADRA2A gene could offer clues to managing anxiety and improving mental health outcomes. By understanding how the gene influences our response to stress, we may be able to develop more effective treatments for anxiety disorders. This could be a game changer for the millions of people around the world who struggle with anxiety every day. So, what have we learned today? We've explored the link between the ADRA2A gene and anxiety, and we've seen how variations in the gene could hold the key to more effective treatments. It's clear that this gene plays a critical role in regulating our response to stress, and that by understanding it, we may be able to develop more targeted therapies for anxiety disorders. Connection to financial decisions. The ADRA2A gene plays a significant role in financial decision-making by influencing how emotional and stressful situations affect decision processes. Variations in this gene may determine how individuals perceive financial risks, make decisions under stress, and respond to monetary losses. Specifically, polymorphisms in the ADRA2A gene can affect levels of risk tolerance and emotional resilience in financial choices. In stressful decision-making scenarios, individuals influenced by the ADRA2A gene may adopt either a cautious and analytical approach or a more emotional and risk-prone strategy. Thus, genetic variations significantly shape behaviors and decision-making processes under financial stress. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the connection between genetics and anxiety in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about the science behind anxiety, be sure to check out my related videos. What do you think? Have you ever noticed a genetic influence in your own stress response? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Neurogenoeconomics for more deep dives into the intersection of neuroscience, genetics, and economic behavior. See you in the next video.